Hi friends, it's me Jana, and I'm a little discombobulated today and I'm late. It is 20 till 3 and I should have been on at 2 o'clock. So I apologize for that. I will get my camera mounted here in just a second so it won't be so wiggly jiggly. But I guess I will go ahead and do that so we can get going. There we go. And I'm just going to bring it up on my iPad here so I can see what's going on. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to get the hostess code, hey Rebecca, for this month yet, but I will get it and I will post it on the opening page of my site. So like I was saying, I'm a little discombobulated. We did statements at the store today, but what got me in a dither was that we took the dogs with us because we usually do, and for whatever reason today our little puppy Todd was freaking out in the car, and I still am just not sure what was happening there because we've taken him in the car several times and he's been fine, but today he was basically freaking out the whole trip, and it's about 8 miles from our house to there and back again, and so it was 8 miles of freaking out twice. And so anyway, got back home, got them all settled, and I wanted to get going. Hey Karen, I wanted to get going on my video, and so yeah, I'm feeling just a little bit in a dither, and now Lacey's out there whining, so you'll probably hear her because I've got the puppy in the stamp room with me and his food in here and stuff, so Lacey's having a fit because she's on the other side of the door. Okay, let me show you what I'm working with today. I sort of have this planned out in my head, but I didn't actually get my sample finished, so we're just gonna wing it. So I'm using the new needle and thread set, which is in the Occasions catalog. You'll find it there. And I also have the dies that match that. And let me show those to you real quick, because there are some things that cut shapes out, and there are things that do stitch lines also. So this is the die set. So as you can see, there's things that cut some of the shapes out. However, this leaf and these little designs are not in here. There's a different leaf here. I thought that one cut that leaf out till I went to do it, and it's like, whoa, that doesn't fit. Okay, and then there's this, which just makes stitch lines, not, it doesn't cut that shape out, but it does match this punch, which is in the regular catalog. There are these little stitch lines that are so cute. There's this all makes stitching, and this I'm using today. So that's fun. And then I also got, I think I got this in my kit, which was the stitched shapes. And I know I showed this before. He is cute, Rebecca, but man, I don't know why he was freaking out in the car like that. It was upsetting. I mean, I've just held him on my lap and Ken was driving, but he was climbing all over me. Like if he could have flown into the back of the car, he would have. So I just don't know what was happening. It was kind of upsetting because we want to, hey Sharon, we want to be able to have them in the car with us, but next time I guess I'll just have to put him in his crate because it made for a very unpleasant ride for both him and us. So this cuts the shape and puts the stitch lines, and there's those three shapes, squares, circles, and ovals. I love that. And they're called Stitch Shapes Framelits. So I used the largest oval in that. Oops. Okay. And then I also used the tufted dynamic embossing folder. And what I have found, as most of you know, I was with Fun Stamper's Journey before coming over to Stampin' Up. And so I still have their machines. And this Stampin' Up's embossing folders are thick. They are thicker than most any of the other embossing folders I have, but I think that's because they are the kind that make such a deep impression and they're so cool. But I couldn't get it to work quite right with the machines I have. I'm gonna have to get a Big Shot because, I mean, it made the design okay, but it's not puffy and pretty like it should be. Because my plates aren't quite right for those thick embossing folders. So maybe somebody else has an idea of how to build the sandwich when using these in a platinum machine. I've got the platinum and I have the Amaze. And I also have a Cuttlebug, but I tried the Amaze machine is what I did, and so I was a little bit disappointed that I couldn't get this to be the pretty puffy design that I know it is, because I've used that at a class that I went to, and so it's definitely my machine. So I'll be looking to get a Big Shot. So those are all the stamps and dies and everything that I'm going to use today. And I'm going to show you my boo-boo that I did. So I made some background paper because the card I was going to make today is not the card that I'm making. I wanted to try a recessed, I can't remember exactly what you call this. Hey, Patty. So this is like a recessed design card, and I was sort of winging it too, and it just, do you see how the edge, you know, it just did not turn out the way I wanted it to. And I've never made one of these cards before, and I ran out of time to get it designed for today, so I just gave up on it for this time, and I will work on that and maybe do one of those next week. So that was my boo-boo there. As I said, I'm a little discombobulated, but let's make a cod. I really don't say cod, but some people do, and I love that accent. You know what I mean? I love listening. The ones that say ca for car, and I love that. I always kind of felt like we don't have an accent here, those of us from Oregon and stuff, but if you go back, like my husband's sister one of his sisters lives in Michigan, and when we went back there, everybody said, you have an accent, and I'm like, we don't have an accent, you guys have an accent. So I thought that was really funny, because I thought we were probably the least, that our language, our accent that we don't have here was like zero accent, but I guess not. Okay, so I am going to put that on here, and I wish it was a little more 3D popped up as it should be, but that's all right, we'll work with it. I love the design, that quilted design, and it works well with all this stitched business that's going on here today. Okay, so I cut out the oval with that oval die, and then I used that big stitched die over the top to do that design. And I think I am just going to, I did this stuff all last night because I didn't figure that you guys needed to see me actually stamp and die cut things because you know how to do that. I have an accent, Patty. That is so funny. Oh. So what do you think that I say differently from? I don't know. I just think it's so funny. Okay. So now I cut all this stuff out because I was going to make a sample. So I have enough to make 2 cards here. Oh, so I'm going to start with this. I'm just trying to decide if I want to, what things I want to pop up. And I don't think I'm going to pop that up because I'm going to pop up Kathy. Hi. Now Kathy, she has an accent, I think. Like, Kathy, do you say card or do you say cod? I can't remember. Oh yes, Rebecca definitely has an accent because she's from Australia, and I'd love to be able to imitate your accent, Rebecca. I love accents. I just love listening to people talk. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to lay that one down, and then I'm just going to build a little bouquet. Let's see, how many of these little yellow flowers? Oh, and I used, all the colors I used are from the Brights collection. So the papers and the inks are all from the Brights. I feel like I'm out of breath and everything else. I was just trying to hurry up because I knew I was late. Like I said, I went out and helped do statements at the store this morning, and then I had lunch with a friend, and we kind of let the time get away from us, and then I was rushing to get everything settled so I could come in here and make a card with you guys. So I'm going to put 3 of those. I love these because you can really see the like the stitched lines better. And I think that my ink pad was really inky, so I think that's why these aren't, you can't really see the stitch marks as well. So I'm gonna do all of these on here. I'm just getting it built here so I can see. Oh, I think I cut out more of those than I really needed. That's okay. Do I want, no, because I want 3. I like 3s. Okay, I think I'm going to work with that. Karen, I love that. She says she's got her GPS in her car to speak in a sexy male Aussie accent. We need to change our GPS. I want that. Okay, so let's just get to building. I love that color right there. Okay. Stay focused, Janna. I'm going to pop this up, but just with 1 dot in the middle because that way I can tuck things. You know what I mean? Okay. There. Let's just do it. Okay. What are you guys working on? Are you going to be stamping over the weekend? Okay, so that color is, I believe I used Coastal Cabana. I think it was Coastal Cabana. It could have been Bermuda Bay, but no, I'm pretty sure it's Coastal Cabana. I don't have that mint macaron. See, I want to say macaroon. I know that's not right. Oh, I put that one down. Okay, I'll pop this one up. Karen, you and your daughter made those. It's macaron, right? Macaroon would have 2 O's in it. They looked so good. When I went to leadership for FSJ, it was in Vegas, and is that when? Maybe it was a different time. But anyway, we stayed at this hotel, and their little bakery, yeah, it was a different time, sorry. Their little bakery, they had those. Ooh, they were so yummy. Are they hard to make? Because they look hard to make. Oh, Super Bowl weekend. That's right. I forgot. I am not a football fan. I think I'll probably use a few more of those little blue ones. I wonder if one of these will fit. I think it might be too big. Maybe not. I think it just fits. Yay. Okay, and I don't like that. Let's see. I'm going to put some more blue ones in. It needs more blue. The only thing I like about the Super Bowl is the halftime show. I usually like to watch those. But even then, some of those are disappointing. But who's the entertainment, you guys? I heard, but I can't remember. It's not Aretha Franklin. Who is it? What's her name? I think that'll be fun. Okay, I need one more little blue flower. I don't think I want, maybe the middle size one. Where should I put it? No, that's too many blue. Right there, I think. Oh, I can picture her in my head, but I can't think of her name. She's been around forever. There we go. Okay, now this is from the die set. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to put this on there, but I want to stamp it first. I think I'm going to make this into a get well soon card. I needed one of those while I was sick for 2 weeks. What a bummer. Glad to be getting over that. All right. Get well soon. Oh, now for the color. What color should I stamp it? Do you think I should stamp it that blue? I think that's pretty. What do you guys think? Blue? Should I do blue? I could do blue. I could do black. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Blue or that color? I'm not thinking so much that color. I think either the blue or black. Help a girl out. What color should I stamp the greeting? Okay, gonna do the blue. And it is Pacific Point. I need to show you guys what I did. Let me find the pad that I did it to. Which one? I don't know how I did it, except I totally opened this pad wrong, or I went to close it wrong. Look what I did. I pushed it down best as I could, but I almost completely like destroyed this pad. I was so bummed out when I did that. I'll get the hang of all of this. It's just different from the things I'm used to is all. So this is Pacific Point. Did I say that already? And I've been trying to be so careful too. I'm like one of those weirdos that wants everything to stay brand new looking. All right, I can do this. I really can. Todd is, well, I was saying earlier, we took him, he's doing fine, but we took him out to the store with us. Today was statement day, and he freaked out in the car. And we've taken him in the car several times, but he freaked out the whole 8 miles there and the whole 8 miles back. And so I think that's why I got a little bit, it just made me nervous because I wanted him to be okay, and he was just so stressed out in the car. It was awful. So I don't know what happened between the last time we were in the car was Sunday. So I don't know what happened between Sunday and today that was different. I mean, the only thing I just wonder, do you think, don't laugh at me, but do you think dogs can like have bad dreams and then because I just don't understand what happened to change. I mean, he was just trying to, if there was any way he could have gotten out of that car, he would have. It was awful. And we want to be able to take them with us, you know, when we go here and there. But I think I'm going to have to put him in his crate next time and not let him ride up on my lap. Not while I'm driving. I wouldn't do that anyway, but I was not driving. Ken was driving. Okay, I like the blue. I'm glad that we went with that. Sorry, I'm going to pull this down so I can make sure I'm getting it even here. Okay. So I'm liking that, and I got the pearls out because it just, to me, was calling out for pearls. Maybe he remembers being taken to the kennel the first time. You mean like the vet? I don't know. I mean, he's the only place we've gone is, besides bringing him home when we first got him, was we've went for a ride here and there, and then when we went Sunday, that was like a trip to another town, so it was probably a couple hours both ways in the car. All right, I want to put pearls on here. I guess I'll put them up there. I know this is a pretty quick, oops, but it's because I already had all the stamping done and die cutting. But even at that, just putting the card together is pretty quick. There, I like that. When he left his first home to the kennel to be adopted, we got him directly from the breeder. Because we wanted a Chihuahua, so we got him from a breeder here in Oregon. It's Oregon too, it's not Oregon. I know that's part of that accent thing. Okay, what do you guys think? I wish this would have, I need to get a big shot, I guess, so I can get those embossing folders to do their job properly. But other than that, I kind of like it. I like the colors. And I think it would cheer somebody up who wasn't feeling well. So it's all good. And now I've got all the doodahs over here left to make one more. Okay, so like I was saying, I don't have the new hostess code for February yet, but I will get one and get it put on the front page of my shop where you go to order. And so if you do place an order, make sure you put the hostess code in so you can get in on perhaps a prize at the end of the month. And there is going to be another selection of things coming out for celebration, so I'm excited to see what that is. I have not even had a chance. I think that we get to look at it today, and I haven't even had a chance yet to go do that, so I'm excited about that. I do too, Kathy. Do you have this one? Do you see, I just couldn't get it to, I don't have a big shot. I couldn't get it to get that deep impression that it should have had. Thanks, Rebecca. Yeah. But that's kind of a fun card, I think. I love that stitching that you get those extra dies in that die set. Well, I consider them extra because they don't cut out the shapes. I also love these little stitching things here and that one, and then there's these two. But yeah, so I think that's about all I have for you guys today. So enjoy the Super Bowl if you are into football this weekend. Did you use the Trio Punch on your card label? I used the it's with the I'm grabbing it here. It's with the die set for this, excuse me, with this suite, the needle and thread. Oh, I'm so sorry. So it's right here. And then look at those cute dies to make that stitching. And I've seen some really cute cards with that on it. And then this is the one I used on the oval piece. And then this leaf and these two and this are all what I consider extras, that they don't cut out shapes that are on the stamp set. There's a leaf on here, but this die doesn't cut out that leaf. This is a different leaf, so I think that's cool. I just like that they throw in these extras. I think that's so fun. And then if you weren't on in the beginning, I showed this mess that I tried to do last night. It's a recessed panel card. Hey, I remembered the name. Recessed panel card. And so I was trying to, so I made the background paper, and then look, it's a mess. I didn't get that on there straight. I wasn't happy with any part of it, and I thought, let's just try this another day. I did a bunch of researching of these on YouTube and Pinterest, and mine's just a mess. That's all I can say. So I will do some more practicing with that, and then maybe I will do this next week, I hope. Thank you for watching, Karen. So yeah, I'll give it another go because I think that's cool, and you can make it so the panels up and down. You can make it however you want. I've seen somewhere there were like 2 recessed panels. Very fun. Oh, Kathy, are you still on here? I don't know if you saw the cards I made from the video you did of the sunburst, but I forgot about that card. I've made them before and they're so much fun, and so I had to get out the classic garage set and I made those 2 cards using the sunburst design that you did and classic garage. So that was fun. I've got a little card rack out at our store, and it's an auto parts store, so I thought these were good cards to pop in that rack. Okay, so have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. I will be back on again next Friday, hopefully on time at 2 o'clock, and maybe sometime in between. We'll just see. Maybe I will pop on Super Bowl Sunday or not. We'll see. See you later. Happy stamping.